turnaround halfway point for today's hike to orient yourself if you're really a go-getter and you think like that was a good warm-up, now what? This is the Woodland shelter behind us, behind his little banner there. That's our historic shelter I was talking about. It's kind of the hub of all of our trails. So the Woodland Trail goes that way, totally different trail. It's not paved, it's all hilled. None of them are except for this one. The bike trail continues that way. Chickasaw Bluff goes that way. Pioneer Springs goes that way. So all of our trails, if you hike them to the end up right here. And if you're one of those crazy people that thinks that trail's not long enough and you string together multiple trails, then you run through the Woodland shelter. So without fail, it's pretty nice. I'm shocked the trail runners haven't run by yet. I'll be talking to a group like this and then some crazy person covered in mud and sweat runs by and they're like, hey Jeff! And then they keep going. I'm like, all right, bud, bye. They come out and run all the time in all the weather. There's Swamp Stomper. Has James told you about that? I think it's this month. They have a trail run that they do in January every year, and it's always freezing cold and muddy, and they love it. That's why I say they're nuts. It's a medical nightmare as far as I'm concerned. I'm nervous the whole time, but they're very self-sufficient and they rarely get hurt, but they really enjoy it. All right. If there's no more questions, if people want to squeeze by Daryl's table, ask any questions, him or anything, we'll hang out, catch our breaths if we need to. Y'all are welcome to go see the Woodland shelter down there. It's pretty cool, minus the graffiti. I'm working with the Boy Scouts to get rid of that.
Good, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
So we've been out on some of these trails and we always felt like we were going the wrong way or doing the wrong thing. So for instance, the Chickasaw Bluff Trail.
Okay.
So it starts up here.
At the group camp.
At the group camp. So does it make a loop?
It does not.
See, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Our only loop trail is the Woodland Trail. All of our other trails are there and back.
Oh, so is the 3.55 the there and back?
Each way.
Okay.
It's a doozy.
So, no, this is good to know. I mean,
well, and that's why I stop. That's why I find people at like at the Chickasaw Bluff Trailhead, and they'll be dressed like you are with your gear. They'll be like, "Yeah, we're hiking to the lake. It's only 6 miles." I'm like,
no, that's 12.
"To the lake, yeah." And then,
Yeah, see,
are you
that's what we-
transporting back?
Yeah,
No,
that's
go
what we
on.
didn't know because we do Herb Parsons, and
Okay.
that's a loop around.
Right. I like the Woodland Trail is a loop trail. The other trail that very few people hike is the Horse Trail, which is open hikers.
Okay, so that's a loop, but that could be 8 miles depending on
If you
which loop.
the main trail is 4.75, and then there's an additional loop off.
Okay.
It's a great scenic, rolling hills, nothing too crazy, switchbacks or anything. And it's got some great views of the lake. About a mile, maybe a mile and a half in, there's a picnic table on a point on the lake, so you can have a snack, cool down, and then keep going. You'll probably see some horse people. They're super friendly. I work with them all the time.
Okay. Now this is good to know because, like I said, we came out here one time and did one of the trails, and we're like, this is a lot different than we thought.
Yep.
It's a true hiking.
Well, no.
And then we did a bike trail, and we're like, this is not the bike trail.
Yep.
We're off the bike trail at this point.
Yeah.
So the distance is one way. If you want to do the loop, you gotta.
You would double it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. It's good to know.
And some of them are a doozy.
Yeah.
We get a lot of people who try to do Chickasaw Bluff to the lake and back. That is you need a pack, you need not a snack, but like you need a meal.
Yeah.
That's going to be
That's an all-day
half day if you're really overdoing it.
Yeah, we're like 3 to 4 hour people.
Yeah.
We're a little bit older.
So the longest Woodland Trail, which will take you here,
Okay.
so the 5 mile, and that's 5 miles total.
The Woodland, there and back.
Yes.
Okay.
So that would be, there's a 1 mile loop on the Woodland Trail,
Okay.
a 3 mile loop, and then there's a little bit off of it that makes it like a 5.
Okay, so that must be one loop.
And then it comes to the Woodland Shelter, yep. The third loop's tiny.
Okay.
And you would, depending on which way you come, you actually go on this road for like, you saw their entrance when we go back by, yep.
Yeah, I saw
Yes,
that.
so you would come this way and then go back that way, so I do that loop.
Because I was looking at spring break, we are used to doing 3 miles, and this is only 2. Maybe we'll pick up a trail.
Yeah.
So that might be a good one to do. Go out
It's
that way.
it's a really good one. And then I always encourage people, it's not associated with us, I don't get any proceeds. There's an app called a Venza map, and it's, people use all trails, people use all sorts of stuff.
A Venza,
A
okay.
Venza. And so the app is free, you could buy the map in the app for 99 cents, it's worth it. So right now, let's say I turn off
Oh, it's a jump on that.
Turn off my sills. No way. And it will tell you right now, even though I don't have signal, exactly where we are. We're right at the Woodland Shelter. So it'll show you the loops, it'll show you the trails. It's that map you're looking at essentially. It has
Do you
everything
write
there.
Avenza? Do you have a pen?
Yeah.
I do not have one.
Here you go.
Avenza.